Hello, I'm Sharita Burns, clinical nurse specialist currently working at the Orlando VA Medical Center as the nurse manager for 5 community-based outpatient clinics. I'm here with Jeremy Fauble to discuss homeless veterans. In 2009, VA Secretary Eric Shinseki declared he would decrease homelessness among veterans within 5 years. His ultimate goal is prevention.
How many veterans are currently living homeless in Florida?
In 2008, statistics showed that 19,000 homeless persons rank in Florida 3rd in the nation, but first for veterans at 18%. Right. This leads to 1/3 of the country's veterans are homeless.
Males account for 97 to 98% of the homeless population, and 56% are African American or Hispanic. Why do you think this is the case?
That's a great question, Jeremy. I think it comes from being an underserved population, as well as statistics that show that greater than 95% of the homeless veterans currently in the United States are from the Vietnam War era, which exceeds the number of fatalities that occurred during that war. Other factors that lead to it is the current economic downturn. We also had a small economic downturn back in the late 70s. Unemployment, foreclosures, and frequent deployment.
Working as a clinical nurse specialist in a VA clinic exposes you firsthand to the growing homeless population. What are the major factors you encounter that contribute to the problem?
Usually it's readjustment to society. After they've gone away from home for years and they've been in the war zone for a while, they have a hard time coming back home and just readjusting. Post-traumatic stress disorder is huge, as well as depression. We have to constantly watch those veterans that have those diagnoses to ensure that they're not having suicidal or homicidal ideation, and we do our best to get them help. 1/3 of the population of returning vets have substance abuse issues. A lot of them have pain issues, and especially those that's in the Army that's walking on the ground and carrying the backpacks. They usually have a lot of back pain and feet pain. And unfortunately, pain also leads to substance abuse issues.
In 2008, it was estimated that at least 1,500 Operation Iraqi Freedom vets will be homeless within 18 months after returning home. What can VA organizations such as VAMC or DVA homeless programs do to better prepare for vets returning home?
For us in Central Florida, the Orlando VA Medical Center, we currently have 8 sites. We have a site in Daytona, really close to the beach. We have a site in Viera, also pretty close to the beach. We have, of course, the Orlando VA right off of Lake Baldwin. We have one in Leesburg. We have a site in Clearmont, a site in Orange City, a site in Kissimmee, and also a site in Lake Nona. With all of those sites, and also with the addition of a brand new hospital that's opening in 2012, we offer all different kinds of outreach programs for veterans. We also have a vet center, which is located in downtown Central Florida. And we also, from them, they have a mobile unit that goes out to different areas. They actually schedule a place every month, and it's located on our website where they're going to be. And on that mobile van, they have 2 rooms, and it's set up just like exam rooms, in which they can actually sit and have counseling services. They have benefit referrals, and they can also talk with a pharmacist. We also do a yearly stand down. This is something that was initiated nationally in 2000, where you have lots of VA employees actually volunteer their time on a weekend to come in and actually just spend time speaking to veterans, doing blood pressure checks, counseling, you name it. It happens for a whole weekend. We also offer quarterly job fairs. We have on site at the Orlando VAMC, we have a domiciliary, which is there for a homeless veteran. It helps to get them off the street during the cold season. It also provides medical care for them, rehabilitation. It also provides a place for recently released veterans from prison to go and reorientate themselves to society.
What changes would you like to see implemented locally to help serve the homeless veterans?
Locally, well, my home base is in Leesburg. I just travel to my other sites, but in Leesburg I have several homeless veterans that I've come to know very well in the last 3 years. So this time of the year, as it's getting cold outside, and with the next couple of days it's going to be 30 degrees at night, I have that concern because the one in the site in Leesburg is only open Monday through Friday until 4:30. So this is where our outreach really becomes important, that we, make sure that we offer them blankets and clothing, and we get in contact with the Homeless Coalition. We have a social worker on site that also can help us, get funding for them to even get hotel rooms. So I would like to see more offerings for them when it's too hot and when it's too cold. Most of the veterans, believe it or not, choose to be homeless. I know a lot of people find that very difficult to believe, so it's really hard to pull them in and hanker them down, but they do show up for their medical appointments, they get their medications on time, they request their medications on time, because most of them have cell phones, because we do have a cell phone service for them.
More homeless camps that we do have back here that veterans do sleep at, homeless veterans sleep at. In outreach, we constantly are beating the bush or out in the wooded areas in pursuit of veterans. For our heroes to be living in conditions such as this it's totally unacceptable. It is still today just as sad and painful to see a veteran on those conditions as if it was 20 years ago for myself. Hey, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We don't have very much to offer, but we will offer you what we got here, right? Okay, buddy. We were taught to watch my back and I'll watch your back. You take care of me and I'll take care of you. So it plays a very important role. And the thing they taught us, we take care of our own, you know what I mean? Huh?
No, I take care of myself.
Okay. We each got our fight. I got my fight to go out and assist as many as possible. You got your fight, and you fight it every day. So let's try and fight this one together here. Just being persistent with it, but yet being kind. Not disrespectful. When he agreed to come in, I was so relieved. I felt this overwhelming joy. When approaching him, asked if he was a veteran. Of course, he stated, yes, I'm a veteran, was in the 101st Airborne. And immediately, he began to tear up. Look at you, bro. This isn't how you do life. You torn. Why? Why? I mean, why do you continue? How could I not feel his pain when I know his pain? It's mine. How can I turn my back and walk away and leave you right here?
You can't?
I can't. I can't. Because I know you wouldn't turn your back and leave me. As we continue to discuss the conditions and situation as it was, he became overwhelmed. The work to be done is endless. So we continue to look. And we continue the mission that we have. And that's no man left behind.